Hello, and all. Welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. Immediately after Alexander Volkanovski wins back that featherweight title, UFC 314, he gets called out by his next opponent, potentially, Movsar. We're going to get into Movsar's call-out, Alexander Volkanovski's comments prior to UFC 314. Before getting started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, one and only MMA Vision Analysis. Movsar calls out Alexander Volkanovski immediately after the latter wins back his title, UFC 314 against Diego Lopes. I think many of us are aware that Alexander Volkanovski actually planned out his next fight after winning back the title, even before, obviously, winning the title, UFC 314, in the media rounds that he was doing. Volkanovski showed tremendous belief in himself. He basically said, hey, after I win back the title, UFC 314, Movsar is the next opponent. Now it's time to pay back or cash in on your word, so to say. I mean, obviously, you promised if you're Volkanovski, and I don't take Volkanovski as one of those guys that make a promise and not fulfill those promises. I think he's one of those people that will stick to their word. Tremendous respect for Volkanovski. I do understand the urgency, even though it worries some people. I made a whole video speaking of Volkanovski. It's titled Alexander Volkanovski as good as ever, ? Highly recommend you go and check that out. We delve deeper into Alexander Volkanovski's career in that video. Go and check that out. But obviously, a part of Alexander Volkanovski wanting to get back into that octagon is because of his age. 36 years old, probably has 3 or 4 fights left on that contract. We basically summed it up. We said, you know, it's best for him to run out of fights before he runs out of time, right? He's only going to look that good for so long, realistically speaking. In terms of damage, yes, he did take damage against Diego Lopes, but is it enough to stop him from re-entering that octagon, let's say sometime July? I'm not opposed to seeing the guy take a break, but you have to understand that he's 36, coming off of a 14 something like that month break, and you can only take so many breaks at 36 years old. I do understand the urgency, and perhaps that Movsar fight will be sometime around the July point of this year, 2025. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments and like, subscribe for more.